Hey guys, it's Cal from Lighting Doctor here. Today I want to talk to you specifically about uplighting and more specifically about the FX Luminaire up and accent light that we use in so many of our applications. I would say it's easily the most versatile light that we use. It's extremely high quality, and I'll show you a little bit more of that, why we like it, where we can use it, show you some really cool techniques directly from FX Luminaire, how you can use this light most effectively. So guys, the reason we like this light so much is for a bunch of reasons, but it is an extremely high quality light from FX Luminaire. If you hold this in your hand, it is easily 2 to 3 times heavier than any other light in the same category that you're gonna find. And I know just from testing over the years and trying out a bunch of different ones, and whenever I go to a homeowner and say, hey, here's the lights we're gonna put in, we can do it cheaper, but here's the option, and I let them feel the options, it's a no-brainer. They understand why they're paying to get a premium quality light. The other reason I like this light is because it does come with a long 10-foot lead wire on it, so it gives you lots of options to move it after the fact. A lot of play, a lot of wiggle room. This one in particular is called the RS fixture. The reason we use this is it actually was an incandescent fixture that used to take a halogen bulb. The reason that we use this is because we can get this really good quality fixture at a fraction of the price of getting an integrated LED. So an integrated LED light is where the board is actually built into the light, which is great. There's lots of benefits to that. And the reason I like this option is it gives us a little bit more flexibility, as well as you can actually go and replace the bulb. So in 15 years, when that LED board runs out, instead of having to go replace the fixture, if you have just a LED bulb, maybe it won't quite last 15 years, but it'll still last pretty darn close to that. Now you can just go replace the bulb. The other reason I like it is because now I can go, instead of having to change a fixture to get different angles and beams and spreads and all that kind of stuff, I can just go and I can put a different style LED bulb that maybe is a little wider, a little brighter, and so on. So I can get a good quality fixture, and I can play around with the brightness, the lumens, the angle, and all that with the bulb instead. So that's why we combine these two together. The other reason I like this, it doesn't have, like some lights, a whole bunch of different little screw points to adjust it and tighten things. It's very, very simple. There's one screw in here to adjust the angle, you know, up and down, and then other than that, basically you put the bulb in, you throw the lens cap on, and you just seal it down. The other reason I like that is if you notice, it has a rubber ring here, a waterproof seal that keeps the elements out. So this is a great light in so many applications. We do from time to time use this as a downlight. Now I wouldn't recommend using an accent light as a downlight very often. Here's the reason why, because if you can see here, there's a little bit of a lip, and if that's upside down, water does have a tendency to gather in there, and if it's not a good quality light, that water is going to get in here. It's going to kill your light. It's going to kill your fixture over time. The reason we do this sometimes, and the reason why you can try this, is because of that rubber seal really helps keep the elements out. So you can go and buy a downlight. Downlights typically are more expensive because they're built for the water just to run off, which is a good option if you want it to last for 15 years, 20 years, and you just don't want to touch it. Go that route. If you want to kind of hack the system and use something that's maybe a little bit less expensive, but that's still going to do a really good job of keeping the elements out, this is the fixture for you. Or whatever fixture you have, make sure it's got a really good seal on it so it keeps that water out, because it can have the tendency to get the water in there. So that's why we like this fixture so much. That's why you find it in all our do-it-yourself kits, in all our designs and installations. You're almost guaranteed you're going to find some of these for a number of different applications. So watch this video, show you guys how to install it, and I'll give you a close-up look at this fixture, as well as from FX Luminaire directly show you a bunch of cool uplighting techniques that you can use when landscape lighting is done on your property. Hey guys, it's Cal from the Lighting Doctor here. Big shout out to FX Luminaire. I'm excited about this video about uplighting. We're going to show you some real tangible uplighting techniques, and most of this video is courtesy of FX Luminaire, one of the leading manufacturers of landscape lights in North America. So I hope you guys enjoy, and as always, send me your questions and your comments to cal@lightingdoctor.ca, because I'm happy to answer those for you. So enjoy the video, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Tell me about your lighting plan here.
Yeah, so on the front of the house, we have two separate lighting needs.
Okay.
We have the landscape and as well as the architecture of the home.
Okay. Now, so let's start with landscape then.
Sure.
How did you decide to light up this section, maybe this maple here?
On this maple, we chose the PB wall wash. Now it's a little smaller of a maple and it's real wide.
Okay.
So instead of using two uplights, we used one wall wash.
Well, I'm sure that helps really with the width of the canopy.
That's right, it looks great.
And it probably saves the homeowner a little bit because you need one fixture rather than two. Maybe
Exactly.
simplifies your design too.
Exactly.
Good, good. Tell me about the architecture then.
Sure, on the architecture, we used uplighting and we have one uplight on both sides of the window.
Okay.
And then we have one uplight behind the bush and it's going all the way up to the peak.
Okay. Well, focusing on that really probably takes the light out of the window, is that right?
That's correct. We strategically put the uplight behind the bush to kind of guard the window from the light.
Interesting. Now what happens as that bush grows?
Right. What we would like to do when the bush grows is come in with a 12-inch riser to get the light above the bush and back up to the peak.
That makes sense. That makes really the light pretty consistent, I would think, around the stonework and kind of keeping the light out of the window itself.
That's right.
So John, tell me what you have going on here.
We have a boulder wall, and on top of the boulder wall, we have landscaping and a few trees.
And so how did you decide to light this area?
The wall, we use the PB wall wash.
Yeah.
We wanted more texture on the wall.
Okay.
So we used it 2 feet. The further you go out, you lose that little bit of texture.
Okay, so close to the wall, lots of texture, farther from the wall, what, a very flat
Yeah, you start
look
to
to it?
flatten out your wall a little bit.
Okay.
Which is a fine look.
Sure, so what about the trees here?
The trees, we use the uplighting, and our viewing angle is from over here. So of course we used one uplight going up the tree.
Yeah. Now in this case, you used one. Do you ever use 2 or 3, or when do you decide to do that?
Yeah, as the tree grows, sometimes you might need to add a second light.
Okay.
That it might be 2, that might be 5, 6 years.
Okay. So it just depends on that, on the time frame and the growth of the tree.
That's right.
And even the various viewing angles for the homeowner, is that correct?
That's correct, yep.
Now, what about the pruning of the tree? Is that important?
Yeah, as the foliage grows, it sometimes blocks the light. We always recommend the homeowner prune maybe once or twice a year.
And that's important because the foliage blocks the light, but yet the branching structure is really highlighted by the light itself. Is that right?
That's exactly right.
Okay, so the light can really go much farther than the tree, and you can take advantage of less light, really, if you keep the tree very well pruned.
Exactly.
Uplighting is the most dramatic type of landscape lighting. Let's review some basics. Trees are traditionally illuminated with uplights, with a special focus to ensure all areas of the tree are highlighted from the necessary viewing areas. Use long shrouds or hex baffles when the light source is visible to your general audience. Focus on lighting the trunk and branching structure of a tree instead of the leaves. Always ensure that the tree is properly pruned. Wall washes are a great option for shrubs, walls, and boulders. To add light while hiding the fixture, use in-grade lights. Don't forget to highlight the architectural features of a house. Uplights are the most impactful way to bring color into a landscape.
So, you've decided to take your property to the next level by installing landscape lighting in order to highlight the beautiful exterior features of your home, accent your newly planted landscaping, or make your patio parties the talk of the neighborhood. Installing your landscape lighting is quick and easy, and we'll walk you through the 8 simple steps to have your home looking great in no time. There are several different styles and types of lighting for you to choose from, and before you begin, we suggest learning about those different types of lights and the different benefits each one can bring to your home. If you're looking to learn more about the advantages of each light, please see our YouTube video titled Choosing Your Lighting. Once you've picked the lights you'd like to install, you'll need to decide where you'd like to place those lights. For the best results, find a flashlight with an adjustable beam and use it to start lighting up different features around your house to preview what angles will look best. Next, you'll need to assemble your lights. To save some money and ensure you have a high-quality fixture that will stand the test of time, we recommend finding aluminum incandescent fixtures, then retrofitting them with a higher efficiency LED bulb. These bulbs last 10 to 50,000 hours, usually the lifespan of your system. This is a great way to get good quality, but at a fraction of the cost that a strictly integrated LED fixture would be. Using a shovel or trowel, dig a small hole in the desired spot, then place a 6 to 8 inch ground stake in the hole, and using a rubber mallet, pound it firmly into place. Using a proper stake is key to ensure your lights won't be knocked over or moved around easily. Once your stake is in place, simply screw in your light fixture. Starting at your transformer, lay out your wire at each fixture, and be sure to leave an excess loop of wire at each light. Using wire cutters, split and strip a short bit off the end of a wire to then place in the connection. If you'd like to save yourself a lot of time, we suggest making sure you spend the extra money on a high-quality connector. A poor connector will break down over time, leaving you to dig up the wiring and replace it. Each end of wire will go into the connector's gel-filled sockets. The connector will snap into place and hold your wiring airtight. Once you have all 3 wires inside the connector, wrap them around the stake and bury them. Place your transformer next to a GFCI receptor, an outlet that will convert 110 volts of power down to just 12 volts for your lights. Again, a waterproof lid is recommended to extend the lifespan of your system. You can mount your transformer on a stake or directly to your house. Finally, plug in your low voltage landscape lighting wiring and connect the wires into the bottom of the terminal and plug that into the wall outlet. For your final step, go back and make sure every light is running properly. If some aren't lit, you may have to dig up and check the connection of your light. Adjust every fixture for its best performance. This is done best at night to see which position of the light will make your house shine. Finally, you can bury your wire by using a shovel to clear out a small trench to fit it, then covering it back up. We hope this helped you install your low voltage LED lighting system. If you have any questions, be sure to comment below. For other helpful installation landscape lighting details, please like Lighting Doctor on Facebook or visit our website.
Now I'll show you what you're going to find inside our premium do-it-yourself landscape lighting kits. So in each kit you're going to find 12 of the FX Luminaire uplights, each with a LED drop-in bulb rated over 30,000 hours, 10-foot lead wire, rubber seal around the light to keep out the elements, 6-inch ground stake for maximum durability, and very simple and easy to use adjustments to get that light exactly where you want it. You're also going to find 8 of the FX Luminaire 12-inch path lights, again each with a 10-foot lead wire, rubber seal around the top to keep out the elements, 8-inch ground stake for even more added stability. Each light comes with a T3 LED drop-in bulb, again rated at over 30,000 hours, and a 5-year warranty on these lights also. Inside every kit you're also going to find all the tools you need to power and connect your system. This is your 120 watt Kichler transformer that comes complete with photocell and easy to use timer, which controls up to 20 lights on this system. We've also thrown in at no charge a Weon outdoor Wi-Fi timer that your transformer can be plugged into to make it Wi-Fi, which is compatible with Amazon Alexa. You're going to find over 60 waterproof professional connections and 500 feet of 12-2 low voltage direct burial wire. Be sure to visit us at lightingdoctor.ca to check out all our professional quality do-it-yourself landscape lighting kits and get more information about adding landscape lighting to your home and garden.